Call the meeting order for the Village of Round Lake Beach, our board meeting for Monday, May 23rd, 2016. Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk.
Here.
Trustee Valdez.
Here.
Trustee Wallace.
Here.
Trustee Butler. Trustee Mount. Trustee Bennis.
Here.
Mayor Hill.
Here. Let the record show a quorum is present. Would all please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have the approval of the May 9th, 2016 council meeting minutes. Any corrections or clarifications? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Butler, second by trustee Bennis. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those minutes are approved. We have no expenditures tonight and no ratifications. We'll move on to our standing committee reports. Trustee Butler or Wallace?
Why, thank you, Mayor. First, I'd like to announce to everybody that for once, there is no SWACO report. But always remember, recycle first and trash last. And now on to important details. Beach Fest, Beach Fest, Beach Fest. It's coming closer and closer. We're getting more excited. And could you please give us the update, Trustee Wallace?
Sure. We are just about, actually, I think we are exactly 1 month away from Beach Fest. It'll be the June 23rd, 24th, and 24th, 25th, 26th. And over here at our Cultural and Civic Center, we have fantastic bands lined up. We have Bella Kane on Friday night with Transformation opening for them. And we also have Modern Day Romeos on Saturday night with And Beyond opening for them. We have our fantastic carnival back that we had 2 years ago. Everybody loved them, so we've got them back again. Lots of food vendors, lots of regular vendors coming in. We also have our craft show back open again this year, so just looking forward to having a fantastic year. I'm told that the weather's going to be great and that there's going to be no rain. So that's what I'm banking on. So everybody come on out. Remember to come out to Beach Fest.
All right, Mayor, I have two things.
Yes.
All right, first off, that on the 29th of May, the brass band, the Illinois Brass Band is going to be at the Civic Center at 2 o'clock. It's a free concert, and Frosty Bites is going to be there selling ice cream. And secondly, just to let everybody know that the Cop on Top program raised over $2,700 for Special Olympics last Friday.
That's terrific, yes.
And just, it's at noon for the Illinois noon.
No, I thought it was 2.
We'll call the Civic Center between noon and 2 on the 29th.
Okay.
Great. Any other announcements tonight? Okay, it's pointed out to me that we skipped the approval of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda? We approved the meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Husk, second by trustee Valdez. Any corrections, clarifications? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, the agenda is approved as written. And if there's no more standing committee reports, then we have just one under mayor's report. We have the appointment of the village prosecutor. Just like we did with our public works, we had all of our different engineering firms. We had one individual engineering firm, and when we changed them, we split up to 3 different engineering firms to kind of spread the work around and keep our more than one person, as far as our engineers goes. Now, we're going to do the same thing now with our prosecuting attorney, separate from the village attorney. Tonight, I'd like to appoint Jerry Dietz as our village prosecutor, and Jerry's here tonight. Is there a motion to approve that?
So moved.
Second.
By trustee Wallace, second by trustee Butler. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. Thank you, Jerry. We appreciate your serving the village of Round Lake Beach. Actually, kind of welcome back, because he was before our prosecutor. Is there a clerk's report tonight?
No report.
Okay, we have item business then we'll move on to is item A. It's an ordinance approving an amendment to the special use permit for a family-owned or family-oriented entertainment center signed package program with the departure at 421 West Rollins Road, Round Lake Beach, Illinois. It's already been through the Plan Commission, recommended for approval. Just one of the newer signs, video signs that they have available in so many different areas. Christoph is updating to that kind of a package for their sign out front. Any questions by the board? The petitioner is here tonight if there are any questions. If not, is there a motion to approve?
Moved.
Motion by trustee Wallace,
Second.
second by trustee Bennis. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. Thank you, Tom, for being here. Item B, an ordinance repealing and replacing 8-1-1-1 through 8-1-1-5 of the Village Code regarding certain building code regulations. We're going to be updating a lot of our building codes from 2002 version to the 2012 version. The changes have been on file for over 30 days and have been received for approval from the Illinois Department of Health for the plumbing code changes. So we're ready to adopt this and move up to the next version, 2012 version. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Husk, second by trustee Valdez. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. Item C is an ordinance approving the Lake County State's Attorney's Office Forensic Laboratory Membership Program Agreement. We've been using the services of the Lake County State's Attorney's Office for the Forensic Laboratory for about 50% of our cases. They do all the work with the cell phones and computers and things like that. We do need to keep on supporting this program, but it costs us a ton more if we try to do it on our own. It's a great program, and it's one of those shared services that we all benefit from. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Moved.
We'll give that to trustee Valdez.
Second.
Second by trustee Bennis. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. Item D is an ordinance establishing Title VI, Chapter 11 of the Village Code regarding discharges in the storm drainage system. We oversee our village's discharges in the stormwater system. We need to keep our ordinances up to date, keep our lakes and channels clean. It's also required if we want to continue to maintain our own systems here and oversee our own systems. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by trustee Wallace, second by trustee Bennis.
Butler.
Butler.
Oh, so close. We have a motion to second. Any questions?
Start with a B.
Please call the roll.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. And item E, an ordinance authorizing a third lease addendum for 1131 to 1133 Lake Shore Drive, Round Lake Beach, Illinois. The village owns this home, and the former homeowner is living there under an agreement that needs to be renewed for another 5-year term. This is something that we're buying at the lakefront property to expand our park. And this is a piece of property that's down in that area. It'll be a great addition to the park area once the former homeowner is ready to move on. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Husk,
Second.
second by trustee Bennis. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Bennis.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. That was our last item of business tonight. You do have executive session on our agenda, but I don't think we have any executive session. So now it is open to public participation. Anyone who has a question or comment for the board, please come to the microphone, state your comment or ask your question.
I got a comment about the Public Works Department.
Yes.
I actually seen them drive down Killdeer Street, and they were patching potholes, and they drove by hundreds of potholes. If you're paying these employees to do pothole repair, shouldn't they actually fill it up and then write it on a sheet instead of having somebody call it in?
Well, if they're in an area, yes, it should be done properly. I'm not sure why they'd pass up potholes.
Yeah, they just pass them right up. I'm
Doesn't
like,
make any
what the
sense to
heck?
me. We can have our public works director's not here tonight, he's ill. We will talk to him about that tomorrow and have him look into that. On Kildare, you said?
Yeah, well, like on all the streets, they were driving by them, and I seen this corner, I'm like, there was like 50 holes. And they just drove right by it, and it's like, you know, what is the village, why are they doing that? They're getting paid to fill them. I mean,
Well, I know there's several roads in that area that we're going to be resurfacing in the very near future here, so maybe we're just not doing those areas that are going to be resurfaced. That I'll have to look into and see if that's one of the areas.
because
Sir, could we have your name and address for the record, one, and then two, that'll give us, so we can get a hold of you also.
yeah, my name's Brian Weber, and my address is 1765 Carl Drive.
Thank you.
And we have I called in plenty of times to the village that we had 3 streetlights out from Sprucewood, Mary Court, into Carl Court. And they've come out many times, never fixed them. The one got finally fixed, and the 2 are still out. And it's like, and then they charge me $1,400 more on my property taxes? I can't understand that. It's like I'm getting less service, but paying more money.
Well, I can talk to you about property tax another time. If you look at property tax, the village gets a small portion of your property taxes, probably $200 to $500. But that's another story. This shouldn't be happening anyway. The streetlights are out where now?
Carl Court and Sprucewood and Carl Drive. They still got it dug up, and I don't know what's going on. It's been like that for like 9 months.
Yeah. Sometimes they have an issue with Commonwealth Edison they have to wait for, but this shouldn't take 9 months.
Yeah, I mean, it's just little things that the village needs to have concern on, because right now at Aldi, Rollins, and what is that, Circuit or whatever,
Nicole?
Nicole, that corner there has a hole about this big, about that deep. Cars go through it and just slam in it all day long. You know, it's getting to the point where you got to go out and patch them yourself. I mean, because you're going to damage your vehicles. And all the citizens back there are concerned about it too.
Well, thank you for bringing that to our attention. I said some of these might be explainable, but others may not. We have your information. We'll have somebody make sure to get back to you on that then.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Any other comments from the board tonight? Okay. As I mentioned, we have executive session on the agenda, but I don't think we have any need to go into executive session. So we have no items on those, no action on those items. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Butler, second by trustee Wallace. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.